Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd on the 18th of December 2017. We're looking at some houses here that actually are not pleasing to me. I don't own the land, don't own the neighborhood. But if I did, I'd be building those things with steel bars instead of wood, and I'd be planning for future storms that we have. Okay, you see three uh, Toyota vehicles in a row. They're pretty popular, I noticed around here. And here is a dove. Is it a mourning dove? Well, if John Rule was here, he could tell us if it was a mourning rule, mourning dove, or it was an invasive dove from overseas that's been in the United States for a while. Notice that one's got its eyes closed. Well, I'm snapping these pictures pretty fast because now that dove's got its eyes open, and you just really can't see these this close because they won't let you walk out that close to them. So I was doing this from inside my vehicle, sneaking peeks at them and holding it up high and zooming way out across the street to get these. But there it is, closed its eye again, and then it still had it closed when it went to preening under its wing there. Just love birds and haven't had pictures of mourning doves this year, but they come in the fall. And here, this one is preening, looking around the other way. Actually, there were three on different wires that I'm getting these from, so I'm not sure which wire is which. That one now, the eyes are wide open, looking around and checking things out, going back to preening. They're always busy. They're always anxious to see what's behind them, like this one looking back, and they're watching for things that they can eat. So often they, well, just enjoy looking at their beautiful bodies and their sleek design. And we'll probably, okay, well, I got another one. How about that? And gee, the whole thing, you got to zoom out a little bit to see the whole tail, don't you? And it's really delightful to see these come down finally and show up just across the street from my house, from my driveway. And now we're at Pinnacle Prairie. Well, Pinnacle Prairie is, see where the green is? In that batch of land to your right, that's the Pinnacle Prairie Trail going along there. And the World Peace Wetland Prairies to your right in this picture. It's slightly out of sight. But anyway, this is showing a new plan to change, put some new buildings in on part of what's been known as Pinnacle Prairie, because they had to expand their operation. And here's some detail. Can't read it too well. In fact, I can't read the paper I've got it printed on very well. Takes better glasses and younger eyes to see all of it. Anyhow, we'll be looking at what comes up here and talking about the water quality and how to protect it best, which is not putting pipes in and rushing down, but simply letting the water flow out across that land, what we still call Pinnacle Prairie, and allowing it to soak in, because that's what's happened. That's what happened for many years in protecting the houses on South Duncan Avenue and 12th Street from flooding. Till next time, do your part to keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya. John Rule, look at
There
here.
it
We've
is.
still got some of these frost
21st of
flowers.
December.
Yeah, and we saw
Beautiful
some of those
frost flowers.
last week, and they're beautiful things that I'm happy to share with folks every year if I can. and they came late this year. So, okay, recognize her?
Yes, she's a lady from
AETN?
AETN.
And many other things she did.
Many other good causes.
Jane Crutz, and she was being interviewed by
David Pryor.
yeah, former governor and former senator, and still around Fayetteville these days. And his son, I hope, will run again and get back into higher level of
Right. Well, we need
federal government.
Need someone up there.
Yes, sir. We sure do. We need good ones, and it's been some weird year for politics. Yeah, you can see her face. She was a very animated woman there, and just one of the great ones. I noticed there's also a person from AETN right now who's going off the job.
Right.
And they've been interviewing him some on there about his past.
That was this interview.
Yeah. Anyway, somewhere here we might be getting some football pictures. Did I show that already? Okay, Miracle of Giving blood drive at the City Square.
December 27th,
Yeah,
9 to
that's
2.
a week from today or yesterday or something, yeah. We're recording this on the 21st.
We can't see much of this chap, but it's very colorful.
Yeah, he was hiding from me. He wouldn't show off very much, but I just had to have some birds in here. And you can see his back. That's something you might tell more about which one he is. I could never get them all down. But here's our Cardinals. See, they both look like they're going to be males.
Yeah, both males, immatures, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's why they are so...
I'm not sure why they look so immature this
just
time
the
of the
color,
year.
just
I mean,
the lack of the red, red.
Yeah, they just haven't...
Sometimes they raise at least 2
I
broods a year.
I know, and these were right there in my neighborhood. So, anyway, Louisiana Tech, 14-0 over the SMU, and SMU lost its coach, so they had sort of tossed in who would do the work there to tell how to play, and the sad thing is that's now our great new coach here in Fayetteville, and it was just a rout, 42-10, and you can see it's going up. That's halftime, and so SMU, I'm afraid. It just takes some of the glow out of Louisiana Tech beating them.
Right.
Actually, over the last so many years, they've beaten. Tech's won 4 straight bowl games now, and you can see now it's up to 48-10, and
only 52 or so.
Yeah, 51.
51.
51, I guess, is the final score. But and now about the newspaper. See this? Louisiana Tech 51, SMU 10. That's all they have in the paper. Because the newspapers don't stay busy getting news and putting together the paper very late anymore. You remember when it used to be after midnight when they would be producing the papers? You remember we had a great man who wrote all about every play in the football, and if you got the Little Rock edition, you'd see everything he wrote. And it might be 3 pages, full pages of just what Orville Henry wrote about about the Razorback games. So anyway, we'll stop for now. See ya.